On Easter Sunday, April 5, 1722, Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen and his crew made a remarkable discovery in the remote reaches of the southeastern Pacific Ocean, a mysterious and isolated island that would later become known to the world as Easter Island. Roggeveen, sailing under the flag of the Dutch West India Company, was originally searching for the fabled southern continent known as Terra Australis. Instead, after months at sea, his expedition landed on a small, rocky island approximately 2,300 miles west of the coast of Chile. The date of arrival, coinciding with the Christian holiday of Easter, led Roggeveen to name the island Pasch Island in Dutch or Easter Island in English. This unexpected landfall marked the first known European contact with the island, which had been home to the Rapa Nui people for centuries. Upon arrival, Roggeveen and his crew were struck by the presence of enormous stone statues, some towering up to 10 meters, 33 feet, in height. These statues, known as moai, were unlike anything the Europeans had ever seen. Carved from volcanic rock and positioned along the island's perimeter, the moai appeared to be guardians of the land, watching over the shores with solemn, silent gazes. Roggeveen recorded his impressions in his journals, describing the statues as, quote, of extraordinary size, many standing upon stone platforms facing inland. He also noted the curious social structure and appearance of the islanders, who he believed numbered in the thousands at the time. The inhabitants, known today as the Rapa Nui, lived in a society rich in culture and oral tradition, with a deep spiritual connection to their ancestors. Long before European arrival, Easter Island had developed a complex and isolated civilization. Archaeological evidence suggests that Polynesian settlers first arrived on the island around 1200 AD. Over centuries, the Rapa Nui built a unique society, engineering the construction and transportation of hundreds of moai statues, some weighing over 80 tons. Despite the island's isolation, the Rapa Nui developed advanced agricultural techniques, including rock mulching to preserve soil moisture and nutrients. However, over time, the island's limited resources, particularly deforestation, contributed to environmental decline, social conflict, and possible internal warfare. By the time Roggeveen arrived in 1722, many of the moai had already been toppled, possibly during civil unrest. Still, his reports painted a vivid image of a people both resourceful and mysterious. While Roggeveen's discovery was historic, the encounter between Europeans and the Rapa Nui was not without conflict. Tensions arose almost immediately due to cultural misunderstandings and the strain of limited island resources. According to historical accounts, a skirmish broke out during the initial landing, resulting in the deaths of several islanders. Although Roggeveen's fleet did not stay long, leaving the island after just about a week, their visit set the stage for further European interest in Easter Island. Over the next centuries, explorers, missionaries, and eventually colonizers would follow, drastically altering the island's demographic and cultural landscape. Today, Easter Island, known as Rapa Nui by its indigenous people, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most iconic archaeological locations on Earth. The moai statues, remnants of an ancient and brilliant civilization, continue to captivate historians, tourists, and researchers alike. Jacob Roggeveen's 1722 voyage remains a landmark moment in global exploration, bridging the gap between the Old World and one of the most remote inhabited islands on the planet. While his original mission was to find new continents, what he discovered instead was a lost world filled with mystery and wonder. As modern science and archaeology continue to uncover the secrets of Rapa Nui, the events of April 5, 1722, stand as a pivotal point in the island's history, one that marked the beginning of its complex relationship with the outside world.